All right, guys, if you watched my last video, I'm just adjusting the camera. If you watched my last video in this series, you'll know that my regulator shit the bed. Had a leak in it, leak right where the shaft coming out of the actual CO2 tank, my 10-pounder right there. It was leaking right there. It wasn't visible or noticeable at first until I started messing with it, and then it became very loud. I was like, well, that's the problem. That's why my Thomas Cooper's Sparkling Pale Ale, Innkeeper's Daughter, whatever the hell they call it, has not been carbonated. So this should turn out to be a really clean beer because it's been cold crashing in the keg now for weeks. So I got myself a new regulator, like I talked about already. Very quickly, I'll run you through how to set this up. So this is basically for newbies just getting into kegging. I've got a dual whatever regulator, so I can do 2 kegs at once. You want to make sure you've got the valve turned off, of course. When you put your gas line on, it's always helpful to, when you put your gas line on down here at the base, on the base of it, it's always helpful to heat that up in order to get that on there. And then, of course, you want to tighten it up. You want to tighten it on there. So we'll do that. If you watched my last video, I was bitching because I thought this had a metal adjusting knob. It does not. This is the Micromatic. It's supposed to be a really good regulator, so I'm still happy I got it. I've just got to use a flathead screwdriver to adjust the PSI on it, which that's fine, no big deal. It's not plastic, so it won't break, so we're good there. You want to tighten the clamp on there nice and tight, not so much that you're going to cut the actual hose, so just comfortably. Son of a bitch. Anytime you, and we'll do it, as soon as I can find my star sand, when I put the gas on this, I will now check this whole deal as well. I've never had to do that before. I've never sprayed star sand on the regulator. And the purpose of spraying star sand on top of the keg once you give it gas is to make sure that there's no leaks. I've never done it on the regulator before. I certainly will be now. I'll do it around this connection as well. Very straightforward, or at least it should be. Yeah, this is the gas line, of course. Put that bad boy on there. Hope you can see me all right. We're gonna, yeah, there's already a built-in washer on there, so that's interesting now. Okay, I was gonna say that's not gonna fit because of the dual, but it will. It's just on a weird angle. Anyway, that's interesting. Should be a longer shaft on that, boys. This should be a longer shaft if you're gonna have 2 of these because it's almost hitting the tank. But anyway, it'll work. Find myself a wrench and I'll be right back. We'll tighten that on. We'll get it on. We'll get the gas going. I'll explain to you how I'm going to carbonate this bad boy, and we'll be right back. Yes, sir. All right, gang, we're back. So got the regulator connected. Just used a wrench to tighten it onto the CO2 tank itself. Open the gas. Gas is on. So this would be horizontal. These valves, you want them horizontal so no gas comes out. I am going to, and I'm saying, I'm surprised. I still have over half a tank of CO2. So that leak, thankfully, I caught it in time before it started going ape shit. Did not drain my CO2 tank. When I carbonate, there's different ways to carbonate. You can check out my blog. I talk about the different ways. Me personally, I do 35 PSI for 24 hours, 35 PSI, 24 hours, then I turn the gas off and I leave it. Now this just gives you a general nice carbonation. If you want to really dial it in for the style of beer, this isn't the method to do it. You're gonna have to do a little more research than that. For me, I don't really give a shit. Worked great at my pub. We did pretty much every beer this way, and I continue to do every beer this way. 35 PSI, 24 hours on the gas, turn the gas off, 24 hours, and then she's good to go. So with this one, we use a screwdriver, which is just fine. I'm gonna put the gas on so it's going in so I get an accurate reading. And we're gonna go up to, like I said, 35 PSI. And I'm all paranoid because I'm hearing gas, but I'm sure that's just the gas flowing in. Here's how you check it, guys. You get yourself some star sand, get yourself a little water bottle, and you spray everything. So typically in the past, what I would do is I would just spray around the keg. top of the keg itself, see if I see any leaks, any bubbling happening. Don't see any, so that's good news. I'm now going to start doing it around my regulator itself, see if I see anything. I think we're good, guys. Not hearing any leaks, not seeing any, and I'm going to be paranoid and do this shaft every damn time. And around the nut that goes onto the CO2 tank itself, sitting at 35 psi, and that's it, guys. We're hopefully we're going to have this Thomas Cooper's Innkeeper's Daughter's Sparkling Pale Ale. Man, that's a big name. Finally going to taste test that. And I'll probably have that video up in a few days, so that'll be awesome, guys. That's what I got for you. Any questions, reach out. Be sure to subscribe if you want to tune into the taste test of this bad boy. And I also give away a beginner brewers Bootcamp. Description, the link to it is under this video. It's a 7-day course where I teach you how to make good beer as easily as possible.